what's happening, gamers? It's I, Dracula! Now that I think about it, it was actually a bad idea to snack on the writer. AB negative. Anyway, we have one great retro Monday you can really sink your fangs into. Today's classic game starts a Halloween theme for the rest of this month. Since Castlevania and I go way back, I thought today we would look at Castlevania the Adventure. No, not that one! This one! Released by Konami in 1989 on the Nintendo Game Boy.
Kiwi, what are you doing?
How dare you speak to the Count in this manner?
I'm your wife? Did you just hiss at me?
No.
I thought so. Anyway, stop using that voice. You're gonna hurt your throat, honey. Bye.
Good night.
Our story takes place 100 years before Simon Belmont faces off against the Prince of Darkness. Dracula has kidnapped Christopher Belmont's bride-to-be, and he will go to the depths of hell and back to save her through 4 heart-pounding levels. The gameplay is pretty much the same as the previous Castlevania games. You walk, whip, jump, and slay monsters. Then at the end of each level you fight a boss, until facing Old Fangface himself once again. Unlike the previous games, stairs must be a thing of the future, because they don't exist in this game at all. Either that or Dracula was like, in 100 years I will face another annoying Belmont, but by removing the stairs, there will be no reason to retreat to my summer coffin. Genius! Too bad for Dracula, this white boy can jump and climb the many ropes to reach Dracula in his throne room. The guy really needs to think of being somewhere else. I mean, the Belmonts always find him there. Anyway, platforming takes center stage in this game, and Christopher also has to avoid a bunch of deadly traps. Items have kind of gotten a step back though. The Flame Whip returns from Simon's quest, except now it's a fireball, and every time you get hit, the whip loses its strength and reverts back to normal. Also, apparently, Christopher Belmont doesn't know how to use his ancestral's arsenal of sub-weapons either. Although the cross will make you invincible for a few seconds, so you can run past enemies. Meat has been replaced with hearts to refill your health, and actually earning the different points in this game rewards you with an extra life. So, what don't I like about this game? Well, everyone is gonna say this game is wicked hard and very short, and they're right. I mean, it's 4 levels and that's it. But this game is very difficult. This is in part to all the platforming you have to do, the disappearing blocks, and the many death traps to overcome. Not to mention each level is timed, and when time is up, well, you're dead and have to start the level over. Most of the monsters and locations featured in the previous Castlevania games do not make an appearance in this game at all. Other than the ropes, nothing new has really been added. However, the worst thing about this game is the no sub-weapons. I mean, come on! At first I was like, okay, cool, I'm okay with this, but then when you get to enemies that shoot projectiles at you, plus you need to be aware of the spike floor underneath you, and all of your deaths could have been avoided by throwing a freaking cross or dagger at said enemy, it makes for some pretty agonizingly angry moments. The developer was like, by removing the items, we will make this game legendary, and fans will embrace the change and love it. Yeah, it kinda worked in reverse, and many fans hated this game, and still do to this day. There was a reason it was revamped for the WiiWare, and looky here, they're actually using sub-weapons. Too bad that game was nothing like the Game Boy game at all though. Still, I reviewed it, see the description to watch it. Keep in mind, the reason I liked it is it was nothing like the Game Boy counterpart. Actually, I liked it a lot better. Let's see, do I actually have anything I like about this game? Yes, I do, although don't get too excited. The music to this day is some of the most epic of the entire series. It's no wonder so many video game cover artists love to do a medley of this game's soundtrack. Sadly, only one song actually made it into the Adventure reboot for the WiiWare, but it still sounded great. Fighting Dracula is one of the easiest boss battles ever out of all the Castlevania games. Talk about a predictable fight and fun. The first 2 stages are just a blast to play, but once you get to the 3rd level, all the fun rushes out of your body. On a side note, the sound and visuals look great for a portable game, and gameplay matches up well with its NES brethren, and that's about it. Somehow, the adventure actually received a sequel entitled Castlevania 2: Belmont's Revenge, and brought Christopher back and pleased both gamers and Castlevania fans alike. Look for a review of that game later this month. Frankly, I would have to be crazier than Dracula himself to recommend this game to anyone. Fans of Castlevania avoid this game like it's garlic for a reason. It's just a bad game. It's true, take my word of advice, don't play this game. With the unbalanced difficulty and no sub-weapons, this makes for one sad Belmont adventure. Heck, I would praise Lamont of Innocence over this game any day of the week. Alrighty, that does it for another Retro Monday. Keep checking back every Monday to see another classic game review in the old school K-Wing style. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with my Retro Mondays, Gaming with K-Wing, Playback Thursday, and of course my next-gen reviews that I do for my various freelance gigs. That does it for me, gamers. God bless and happy gaming. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and until we meet again, gamers.